Yo, 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 yo. What up? I'm gonna try this again. It's your boy Chuck Wick Ill. Let me see what this bandwidth looking like. Alright, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Chuck Wick Ill, aka Charles Brown, back with another Talking Facts. But first I want to ask you, are you good? Good. Alright, man. So basically, if you paying attention, if you watching online and your timeline ain't going crazy with this YBN Almighty Jay fist fight or jumping or beatdown, whatever you want to call it, if your timeline ain't going crazy right now, I don't know if you got the right timeline. So basically, this is what it is, man. YBN Almighty Jay, young upcoming rapper, one of the guys in the game that's making noise, doing his thing. He's coming up fast. He's making a lot of people take notice of what him and his crew stand for. Young boss niggas. YBN crew is 10 of them apparently. As far as what I have seen and been told or what have you. And YBN Almighty Jay is one of the most visible. Him and Corday and another dude. Can't pronounce his name. But so they making noise right now. And what I do on this show, if you never been here, I talk about controversial topics, things that other people might be a little hesitant to discuss. I look at them in a different way. It's like I ask questions on this show. And my question, if I'm looking at this whole thing, as soon as I saw it, the first question came, was this karma? Not in a disrespectful way, just thinking out loud. Was this karma? Now, for those that don't know, some people don't even know who YBN Almighty Jay is. Some people don't even know why I'm saying it's karma. Well, I'm going to start at the beginning before I go to where we at today. So apparently, according to TMZ, a lot of stuff come from TMZ, but not just TMZ, academics, Dom is Live, all kind of people, Jordan Tower, like a lot of people talk about these things that I'm about to discuss. This is not something that I'm breaking news and I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm dredging up, I'm dry snitching. No, this is stuff that's already out there and is, you have to say allegedly, but most people gonna say facts. So allegedly, YBN Almighty Jay was at a video shoot with a dude named Skinny from the 9. He's a rapper also. I believe he's out of New York area, something like that. Ran with Treyway for a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, I could be wrong. If I am right, then what we're going to say is it is a fact. So, Skinny from the 9, he has his own issues. He has his own little things that they clown him for online, saying he's snitch and he ran from some other dudes, some other rappers, and he went to jail and all this. They clown. I mean, you can't clown a dude for going to jail, but whatever. So I don't know much about Skinny from the 9. I'm not going to pretend to know. I just know what I see in the little blurbs and videos that they put online about him. I don't know his music. I don't know who he runs with. I don't know who his girl is. I don't know nothing about him. All I do know is a couple headlines. And one of the headlines was Skinny from the 9 robbed by YBN Almighty Jay of, I want to say, $60,000 to $80,000 worth of jewelry and money and whatever else. Supposedly they did a video shoot, and supposedly Skinny from the 9 let him sleep at his house. Before the video shoot, he let him, just chill in his space. He gave him hospitality. You know what I'm saying? Gave him icicles or whatever. Gave him whatever. Ices, ice cream, potato chips, honey buns, whatever he was giving them, they was chilling. They did a video. They did a whole video. I think it was like 2 days of video. I don't know. And according to the reports, at the end of this video shoot, when the director said cut, then he said check the gate, and then he said it's a wrap. After they wrapped the, which means this was calculated. After they wrapped up the video, allegedly, YBN Almighty Jay, then him and another guy went over to this guy, according to the film they showed, while the dude was sitting in the truck, a little pushing and shoving, and yanked and took his chains off of him and his money, and they dipped. That's a lot, bro. That is a whole lot. So what I'm saying is, if you chill with a dude, you're in his house for a couple days, and it could be 2 days, 1 day. I don't care if it's 15 minutes. Y'all chill, y'all kick it, y'all playing NBA Live or 2K or whatever, and you do your verse, you do your rap part, your man do his rap, y'all do y'all air guns and all this in the camera and whatever y'all do these days. Then at the end of the video, the dude that you was just dapping up, you say, all right, run that. Give me that and that. And that. And you get him for a good 80 grand, 60 to 80 grand and stuff. That means you was scheming on this dude from the very first time you laid eyes on him. You came to that set and you saw this dude as food. You might even took the video shoot just to get him. Just to say, I mean, it's a fact. If you did all of this, you handled all of this business, right? All of this business. You let it all transpire. You didn't get him day 1, day 2. You got him after the videos locked and loaded. Y'all did it. That's the last scene. We good? All right, run that. That is another level of karma and scheming that you don't often see. Yeah, stuff happening in the street, stuff happening in the hood, and your man turn on your man, da-da-da. I get all that. But at the end of the day, that don't happen a lot. That don't happen all the time. Dudes usually get got by the enemy somebody don't like, or they got caught in the wrong area, da-da. It ain't usually a dude that you kicked it with, did all his business, and as soon as the business finished, then he turned and you start yanking your stuff off. That's some other level. That's karma. Karma's watching that. Now, karma's funny. Karma can not attack. It just come back around. It could come back around early or it can come back around late. And I believe the more good karma you put out there, it's going to negate the bad karma that you put out. But if you put out a lot of bad karma, when it come back, it's going to be really, really terrible. It might come back 3 times stronger than what you put out. So if we're talking about karma, like if we're talking about that, you can't escape it. Do you remember that movie? I think the movie where they trying to escape death the whole time, and every time they escaped it come back another way. Want to get electrocuted, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's coming regardless. It's coming. So this dude, this entire time, he went and did this whole little move. Karma was out there waiting. This is my opinion. I always tell you I could be wrong. When I do state a fact, it is a fact. Now, if you rob a dude in that kind of situation, it's worse than just a regular robbery because you shook his hand, you made him believe you was his friend. That is a scheming. That's scheming on another level. Somehow, some way, you're gonna have to pay for that scheming. Now, I don't know if he did. I just said allegedly about 40 times, and I'm just asking a question. If you did that type of thing to anybody, what do you expect in return? Forget that the dudes. If you feel he a sucker, I get it that you feel he a sucker because you wouldn't have did that to certain rappers. You would never do that to. It's a fact. It's certain rappers, and I said this on the other live that got dropped. I don't see you doing that to Jada. I don't see you coming to New York, doing a whole video with Jada. Then at the end of the video, you like, run that. I don't see you doing that to Dave East. I don't see you coming to Dave East's video, dapping him, and at the end of the video, you like, run that. Right? I just don't see it. But maybe I'm blind. I don't know. But I just don't see it. Certain rappers, I don't see you doing that to. So you're doing it to a dude you think is food. Facts. That is a fact. You only do that to somebody that you think is food. You only do that to somebody that you know can't or won't retaliate. It is a fact. You're not doing it to a thorough dude that's going to have heat on your head every time he see you. You're not doing that. You're not doing that to the game. I just personally don't think the game is having it. I just personally don't think you're doing that. I don't think you're doing that to Meek Mill. So it's just a certain rappers. It ain't about being tough. It's just about the type of circles they run in and the type of repercussions that may befall you when you do this type of thing. So with that being said, he did it because this dude obviously is food. There's a video of the same dude running down the stairs from some rappers like 2 weeks after that. Some rappers chasing on him. So this dude out here is like food. It is a fact, in my opinion. I'm going to give you 50% opinion, 50% fact. I think that's obvious that this dude Skinny from the 9 some kind of way. Now, I ain't no tough guy. I ain't trying to be no tough guy. I ain't trying to fight nobody or do nothing. But I'm not really trying to be food out here in these streets. You cannot be food out here. Especially be no rapper, because rappers got to go too many places. Rappers have to be in too many cities. Rappers have to be in too many small towns and little venues. And your rep going to precede you. It is a fact. I'm a promoter. I do all kind of stuff. I promote rap shows. I have certain rappers that come to town. They'll come with a car with 3 people in the car and just them. Nobody won't do nothing to that man. I've had Styles P come here. I've had Sheik Luch. I've had a bunch. Mr. Cheeks, Beanie Siegel, Freeway. They don't ride with these big entourages because their rep is good out here. They rep is good out here. I had Beanie up here. He ain't had no weapon on him. My man went down and picked Beanie up. He picked Beanie up in Connecticut, drove him back up to where we at. Beanie was here. If he had one dude with him, I'd be surprised. No weapon on him. No one touched him. No one had nothing to say to him but respect. This was a couple years ago, and Beans got nothing but respect. It's certain rappers you're not doing that to. So now we don't identify that this dude Skinny from the 9 right here is some kind of way food. It is a fact. So he robbed him, took the money, took the jewelry, ran, did it, whatever. Went on social media a day later saying, man, stop putting my name in that. I ain't robbed nobody. Don't put that on me. I believe he got arrested. Arrested and released. Charged with the crime. Now he got a case. And let's be honest, that's really kind of dumb for real. Like, let's be honest, bro. Come on. I know he only 19. I understand that. But come on, man. Come on, man. You robbed him and you ain't even get a day. You ain't even had the jury for a day. You ain't even had the jury for a day. And if you gave it away or you sold it, whatever happened, it ain't worth the charge you got now. Y'all young kids got to start thinking about some of this stuff. But I get it. He's young. Young people make mistakes. Young people do things. He can redeem himself. He got a lot of time unless he do something crazy. So let's go. He gets arrested. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I try to leave myself open to correction. But if I am not mistaken, YBN Almighty Jay got arrested and booked for robbery and theft of Skinny from the 9, aka whatever his real name is. The court papers, documents will show that that's the reason he was arrested. He gets out, goes back to rapping, doing whatever rappers do, smoking weed, fucking bitches, whatever he's doing. Up comes today, or last night. Was it today, last night? Might have been today, might have been, I don't know. According to TMZ, YBN Almighty Jay is in New York, Manhattan, money-making Manhattan. He's at Saks, because that's what these rappers seem to all end up at Saks. They don't even meet no more at strip clubs like they used to do. Like gentlemen do. Now rappers meet up and fight at Saks Fifth Avenue. He should have never gave y'all niggas money. But at the end of the day, so they up at Saks Fifth Avenue. I believe He's there with about 10 of his crew, whoever it was. How many mob he have, which perplexes me, how this whole thing transpired. In the video, you running down the street dolo. I don't know. I'm working my way up to that, but it looked crazy. So he's there with his crew. They buying Gucci loafers or whatever they doing. They buying slides and whatever. Getting new FUBU shit, whatever they getting. So they got their bags. I'm sure they Insta-living it. I'm sure they snapping it. So everybody that followed them knows they had Saks Fifth Avenue. I'm almost, I'll bet money that one of them dudes snapped it. One of them dudes Insta something somewhere with the location. At the end of the day, I think I got this guy's name right. Some rapper out of New York. I think it's out of New York. I think his name is Lil TJ. I don't know for sure, but I think it's Lil TJ or something like that. Lil something. Sees him there. I don't know what they got beef about. Maybe it's the Skinny from the 9 thing. Maybe it's something else. Or maybe he just don't like the nigga. Maybe he saw him, saw a rapper. He saw food, eat food. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. New York dudes used to run through the malls snatching polo. They call it low. They like just snatching it. Just running through them stores like crazy. So they would go through them stores 20, 30 deep, just snatching all the polo off the racks. So they deep regardless. They there deep. So you got to contend with a mob of dudes that may or may not like you. As a rapper, you got to be ready for that. It is a fact. As a rapper, you got to be ready for 2 things: beef and baby mama drama. Other than that, it's sweet. Being a rapper is sweet. But today or yesterday, he ran across these guys. I'm going to say Lil TJ out of New York. And for some reason, Lil TJ and his crew decided they didn't like YBN Almighty Jay crew. For whatever reason. Somebody can tell me in the comments or whatever. I don't know. A glance turned into a stare turned into a shove turned into a push turned into a punch. They fight in the street. There's video footage of them all fighting in the street. Somehow, some way in the melee, YBN Almighty Jay somehow gets separated from his crew. You are in a different city. You are not from here. You are in Manhattan. You're not from here. That is the worst thing that ever happened to you. First of all, I don't know how your crew you're the money man out of the crew. I don't know how they let you get separated. I don't know that part. I don't know what happened. All I know is when the video starts, they're chasing this guy, which, let's be clear, anyone could get jumped. Anyone could get beat up. Ain't nothing funny about that. Ain't nothing funny about that. You could get it. Like the dudes that's making these jokes, a lot of dudes, this dude is running like the smoke man, all this. Anybody can get it. I know the internet never stops. I know everything's funny. I know the internet is going to be the internet. Before they even know if you're alive or dead, they got a meme about it. So the internet is making jokes. He's running for his life. He got 10 dudes with Timbs on. He can hear the pitter-patter hitting the street. The butters behind him. He's running. I don't know. How do you get so separated that they got time to get in a vehicle? They're in a vehicle at some point, it looked like. I don't know. But it looked like they after him in some kind of moving thing. I don't know. They're saying YBN. Oh, you YBN. You a pussy. You're a pussy. Now, it's easy. Like I said, it's easy to say all that when it's 10 of y'all and it's one of you. It's fine. It's whatever. It is what it is. You live this life, it's certain things come with it. When you act tough, there's certain things that come with acting tough. That's a fact. That is a fact. I haven't seen nobody really get beat up that don't act tough except for, like, I think Lil Xan they jumped. Some dude hit him because he said some shit about Tupac. Rightfully so. It is what it is. Don't come out your face talking shit about no Tupac. But I digress. So you don't see a lot of soft rappers catching beatdowns. Let's just say that. If a rapper stays in his lane and he just want to do his rap and he's making his emo music, it is what he probably won't have no problems out here. I don't know. I don't know much about Lil Peep before he passed away, but I don't think he had a lot of beef out here. I don't know. Somebody tell me. I don't think he had a lot of beef out here. When you're talking about popping pills and on suicide and you're mad emo, I don't think that draws people to fight. That's going to draw more sad emo people to you. It ain't going to draw thugs to you. So I'm going to assume that his energy is different. It's much more aggressive. It's much more thugnificent. And that comes with a price. That comes with a price. But you're young. You don't care. You don't care about the price. You gonna spit your raps, talk your shit, snatch the jewelry, do what you want because you're living your life because nothing could touch you. Well, apparently in New York, they touched him. And like I said, this is controversial. I don't know. You can't really tell who on the tape. But according to sources, it's confirmed. It's YBN Almighty Jay. And I just heard something disturbing right before I started recording this, that someone says he got stabbed in the face. I don't see that on the tape. You can't tell. I'm hoping that the dude didn't get stabbed in the face. I'm hoping that's not true. Sometimes they blow these things up. There was a rapper, I can't remember, a year or two ago. They said all this stuff, and then he went on his Instagram. He's showing that his face is good, everything good. He good. That might have been Rich the Kid. When he ran from Lil Uzi, and that might have been him. He's right back online stunting. Which I thought that was, you got to run in life, but I don't think you need to be running from Lil Uzi Vert. That's just me. I just feel that way. I don't think you need to run from him. I think you need to stand there. I think y'all need to talk about it, or y'all need to throw hands. I don't think you need to be running. Just my personal opinion. He could be nice as shit, but I'm gonna have to find out because I'm not running from Lil Uzi Vert. But I digress. Let me get back on topic. So the dude is on film. They kicking him, punching, pushing him down. Some dude, his pants coming down, his butt showing. It's terrible. It's horrible. Some dude screams out, "Get his chain. Get his chain." They end up with this man chain. They end up with his wallet, with his ID, his driver's license. That stuff is tough, man. If I'm gonna have a choice between my chain or my driver's license, I'm gonna be like, "Sir, I'll take back can I have my license? I don't want to spend 4 hours in the DMV. I don't want to spend 4 hours in the DMV trying to get a license. So please, you can have the chain. You take the chain, please. Can I have my wallet? I got stuff in there. I got something I need in there, and I got a couple credit cards in there. Can I just have that? You can have whatever." That's a pain in the ass, man, getting your credentials back. You gotta have a letter of your address, probably a birth certificate, social security. It's a pain in the ass getting your license back. So they done took his license. They got the boy address, everything. You know he's out here bugging out. Whether he got beat up or not, it's not even about that at this point. At this point, he got to do damage control. He got to show the world how he's going to bounce back from this, blah, blah, blah. Which I'm sure he can. He's 19. He got mad time to bounce back from this. I think Rich the Kid just bounced back. I think something happened to Famous Dex. I think he bounced back. So it's possible to bounce back from something like this. But that's not my question. My initial question on my video was it karma that got him? Was it karma? Is this karma from Skinny from the 9? Is this karma? Not saying Skinny from the 9 did the karma. I'm just saying karma. I'm thinking like if I go snatch up some dude chain or whatever, that karma coming back. You ain't never heard of a drug dealer killer, like a dude that sold a lot of drugs and killed a lot of people to stay in that lane. You ain't never heard of him living out in the old age, dying a peaceful life. You will never hear that. It would never happen because all the karma he put out there. I want to say 99 times out of 100, that dude going out in the hell of bullets or he going out in a jail cell for 30 years, something. It's karma. So when you put it out, it come back, especially when it's negative. I think this is a sit-down moment, right? When XXXTentacion was out here wilding, swinging at Migos, just acting crazy, getting clothesline on stage and all this crazy stuff, he got arrested. He got sat down. So let's sit down. Let's sit down for a little bit. You're going to lose your entire career. You could do 10, 15 years over some dumb shit. Let's just sit down. Karma sat him down in a jail cell, let him think for a little bit. Let's cool off. Let's cool off. Sometimes you need that moment that turns it all around. Sometimes you need that beating. You need that near-death experience. You know what I'm saying? Just to calm you down, just to show you, hey buddy, yo, we could take all this shit right now. We could take all this shit. So I think karma sat him down last night in the hard way, the only way that he would understand it. I think karma showed him what you reap is what you sow. And what he did, if in fact allegedly he did that, karma came back. And these dudes that did that, they just put karma on themselves. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you stab a dude in the face. It's 10 of y'all. What you stabbing them for? You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense to me. But these dudes is wild, and it's like some of the most heinous stuff is happening right now. Especially the rappers. Like rappers are dying at a rate unseen. They're dying at a rate unseen. I think they had 100 rappers die in the past year. Like, ridiculous. Some known, some not, but rappers are in danger. EPMD said it. Rappers are in danger, bro. This karma thing, you're going to have to play it out right. I'm going to tell you somebody that, in my opinion, got good karma. I'm going to tell you some people, some rappers. Believe it or not, I think Drake has good karma. I'm going to tell you why. Yeah, Drake did some, you know what I'm saying? He do some shit like a lot of girls, there's a lot of broken hearts out there. Let's put it like that. There's a lot of broken hearts out there. But at the end of the day, Drake, every year, he's putting some rapper on. He's rapping with somebody. He's bringing somebody up. He's giving somebody a collab. This dude is giving out money. Like, this dude, his karma is good right now. When he didn't do that, as much as we wanted it, when he didn't do the diss record back to Pusha T with all this stuff that he was going to say, he may have saved some karma by falling back and just dropping his album. Yeah, he threw a couple shots on out, but that's not the same as coming out with all this dirt on this man's whole family. You know what I'm saying? That's a different kind of karma. I don't think you want that. I think Jay-Z got good karma. Jay done turned all of that negative stuff that he did before his rap career started, and some of it in the rap career, flipped it around. Now this dude is a hero. This dude he's sending lawyers all over the country. He got lawyers on speed dial. He Ubering them everywhere. Every black person, something happened to a black person. Jay-Z's there. What? He got locked up for kneeling for the anthem, not standing for the anthem. Jay-Z's there. Like, this dude likes Superman right now. His karma's real good. Yeah, he cheated on Beyonce. We all know that. But she made lemonade and all is well. It's karma. His karma's good. He confessed his sins on 444. He's good right now. His karma's good. When you go out here and you're stealing from fellow rappers, that's bad karma, bro. That is the antithesis, if I said that right, of bad karma. Other than beating them down and shooting them up, you just perpetrated a horrible negative effect in this man's life. For the rest of his career, the rest of his life, he got to now watch his back, be fearful, be mad, like scary of other rappers. It's just like a hurt female. Like now she hurt. She got baggage with her. You gave this man PTSD. Now he's going to be, every rapper he worked with from now on, he's going to be shook. He's going to be shook. But this is my thing. How bad you think this dude is fooled if you're back in New York? If you're in New York after you robbed them, you're at Saks Fifth Avenue. You're on Saks Fifth Avenue buying gear. How soft do you think this dude has to be? Just asking. We ask controversial questions here. I don't know Skinny from the 9 from the hole in the wall. So I don't know if he's soft or not. I'm just looking at the facts. I seen him get chased by some rappers like a week or two ago. This dude ate his food, took his chains off his neck. Half the memes on the internet saying it's snitch. I don't know nothing about him, but that's what it looking crazy. Now he's saying he didn't snitch. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Who cares? All I know is this dude was fooled enough to get ate like that. So when you're doing that, you're back in New York, you're tempting karma. You're tempting fate. If Skinny from the 9 don't do nothing, karma gonna do something. 9 times out of 10. Tekashi 6ix9ine is feeling the super effects of horrifying karma. This dude put so much karma in the air. I don't think he. So when he used to do the videos, he went to see the sick kid. That was great, and I really applaud him for that. He's in Puerto Rico handing out money. I don't think it's good to give out American dollars to poor people, but I don't know. He may have been giving them whatever. But he's giving out money. I saw the video. He gave his mom 10 grand or something like that in a bag. It's beautiful things. Then he went online, suck my dick. You stupid. Like, just the karma. The karma was really, really bad. He got a lot of money from it, but the karma wasn't good. And these young people, like they say, clout. Oh, so you doing it for clout, blah, blah. These dudes recorded him for clout. They did that for clout. No, they probably it's not gonna work out because they're not gonna get the respect that they feel like they deserve at this point because you jumped them and you filmed it and then you put it up. That usually don't go. Look when Lil B got jumped. That didn't go well. Who was that, Russ? Was it Russ that jumped Lil B or whatever? I don't know who jumped Lil B, but the people that jumped them, their street credibility, quotes, went down. Their stock went down. They was looking lame out here. Everybody was like, protect Lil B at all costs. They didn't bump up your level. You went down a couple levels. That's lame when you do that. But dudes will do lame shit just to get a couple likes. Look at the dude when XXX got killed and they thought he was the killer. He took that, ran with it. When it was come out that he wasn't a killer, he ran with it. He made a career off of that. I don't know if he still whatever, but his followers went up like, you know what I'm saying? People get clout off of stuff they have no business getting clout for. Being a suspect of a murder to normal average citizen that's not clout. That's not good. The only people that respect that is dudes that's in jail or on their way to jail. Other than that, normal citizens, even smart criminals, do not respect you being a suspect for murder. At that point, they feel like you did something wrong. Not in a bad, not like, oh, he did a crime. They feel like you did a crime wrong. You did the crime wrong. So they not really, they're not rocking with a dude that did something stupid. Now he on Instagram being pointed at. At some point, that's not good for business. So long story short, the question I asked at the beginning of the video is in the title. Did karma, was this karma? Was YBN Almighty Jay a victim of his own karma that he put out there with Skinny from the 9? It wasn't no fluke. These guys were handpicked by karma to make this guy simmer down. They're like, right now, you doing too much. If we don't check this right now, you're going to be really wild. You probably end up like XXX somewhere. Who, by the way, was turning his whole life around. He was one of the most empathetic, he was deading mad beefs behind the scenes. This dude was becoming one of the most positive rappers in the game. It's a fact. And he got murdered. On some dumb shit. So I think to slow him down, I think this is the point where YBN Jay could either mount up, get everybody in New York that's rocking with him, get the guns, go find these dudes, shoot at them, He can do that, which ain't gonna be nothing but more karma. that he gonna have to deal with, or he can eat this. You know what I'm saying? He can eat this. Not even speak on it. Don't go online trying to show that you good and show your jewelry. He can fall back, get back into music. He could be like, y'all got that. Don't address it. Let's see what he do. He might be on some get back. We in New York. We looking for y'all, or a whole thing, some whole nonsense. But then again, he got this karma thing. It floats around. I need y'all to understand what that is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap this up. We're not going to talk about any more of this. I hope the dude didn't get stabbed in the face. I hope he's good. But at the end of the day, they have a saying, what comes around goes around. And this is going around. And I need him to decide to stop this. You got to sit down, stop this fucking energy right where it's at. I believe he brought this on himself. I don't believe the beatdown or whatever it was, they jumped him and robbed him. I don't think that was random. I think that was his own doing, and now he got to learn. My name is Chuckwick Ills, a.k.a. Charles Brown. Another Talking Facts down the drain. I got a lot coming. I told you this year is crazy. It's the most weirdest stuff happening. I've never seen no crazier year than this. Yes, even more crazy than the year when Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown and them got in a shootout outside of Hot 97. This year is crazier than that. So stay tuned. I'll be back. Catch you on the flip side. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Peace.